Welcome back. This is the second part of the EHR dashboard tutorial. We're going to focus on the main dashboard's features. In your dashboard, you will see that there are 3 tabs: Physician, Front Desk, and Admin. Note that not every user has access to these tabs. If the user has multiple roles, he or she has access to more than one of these tabs. Otherwise, their role indicates that tab that they have only access to. First, let's go to the first tab, the Physician tab. There are 4 parts here: today's schedule, encounters, current tests, and document sign-off. Today's schedule shows you the patients that are scheduled for today. If the Schedule tab is where you can see patients that are scheduled for today but hasn't checked in yet for the appointment, the Action menu at the far right gives you an option to check the patient in or cancel the appointment. If you're using Practice Management Solution for scheduling patient, then you can check in patient on PM software. Appointment status will be automatically updated in your EHR when dashboard is refreshed. The Checked In tab lets you see which patients have already checked in. The Action menu at the far right gives you the option to start the encounter. Assign a room, assign a physician or provider, and check out the patient when done. The drop-down menu lets you select the provider and shows the list of patients under this provider. The second part is the encounters. Under the pending tabs are the list of patients that still has outstanding sign-offs from their physician or provider. The recent encounter shows the recent encounters that have already been closed signed off based on configurable number of days and open encounters. This icon leads you to patient's profile medical summary. The Action menu at the far right gives you the option to open encounter, which manages the patient's chart data. The sign-off menu lets you review the patient's chart note and sign it off. Undock opens a separate encounter window and chart for that specific patient. The drop-down menu lets you select the provider and shows the list of patients under this provider. Current tasks is where you can see your pending tasks related to patients. Nexus EHR allows you to assign tasks to one another. Here you can see a list of tasks that are pending for your action and related patients. In the drop-down menu, you can select which patient you want to review, or you can select what type or task is assigned. The Action menu at the far right gives you an option to view the task, edit the task, execute it, mark it as completed, and opening the task menu. The document sign-off section is only available to physician's dashboard. Here you will see a list of patients that has pending documentations needed to be signed off by the attending physicians. The drop-down menu to the top lets you select what category of document you like to view for sign-off. You can view the document of the patient for sign-off by clicking on the document icon. Or you can go to patient's medical summary by clicking the patient icon. The Action menu at the far right gives you the option to sign off and view the document, edit the document, create a task, and lastly, undocking it opens a new window where you can solely view the document of the patient. Again, take note that these tabs are only visible if the provider has more than one role. Hence, if you are the physician, then you can only see and access the Physician tab. and the other tabs are designated for admin or front desk use. The last tab is the admin tab. Again, this tab may not be visible to everyone as it depends on the provider's role. The admin tab shows a summary of the users you are being charged for the EHR subscription. This includes the physicians or providers and mid-level staff. The free users are staff users that are not charged. These are nurses, front desk staff, or admin staff. And lastly, the quick user creation lets you create a new user of the EHR. You can assign a user as front desk, nurse, admin, physician, or nurse practitioner, as well as prescription administering role. The next tab after the dashboard is visualization. This tab shows you a visual statistical summary of appointments, diagnosis, e-prescribing, and waiting time. You can select a time frame as recent as the current week or from last month. The last tab is the workflow. The workflow dashboard shows the current status of patient visits and activities. Each checked-in patient will show status of actions done so far. The applicable actions are configured based on visit type. The action items each under patient shows their progress, whether they're already completed, not started, or not completed. We hope you now have a better understanding or navigating the EHR dashboard. If you have any questions, you can reach us 24/7 through our customer service support.